Hello and welcome to EduTalk presented by Downtown University. These days, we all are talking about artificial intelligence. What is AI and how does it work? What are some of the AI tools? Many of you might be knowing a lot about it and also using it. But many of you might want to know more about it. Many of you might also want to know how is AI impacting our daily lives, more importantly, the job market, and if AI can help you prepare better. Well, to talk about all of these, I have with me Dr. Nabanita Chaudhary. She is the Assistant Professor and Program Coordinator, MCA, Faculty of Computer Technology, Assam Downtown University. And also with me is Dr. Arpita Nath Barua. She is the Assistant Professor, Faculty of Engineering, Assam Downtown University. So, first, of course, let's start by talking about what is artificial intelligence. Arpita, let's hear from you.
Okay, artificial intelligence, as we all of us know that it's a buzzing sound in the recent society. Anywhere if you go, we will learn about artificial intelligence. We'll hear the word AI, which we call as AI. So we can call it a blend of science, engineering, creativity, imagination. What we think, we try to mimic the same thing in a computer or a machine. We call it as a machine, we trained it. We make it mimic the way we human intelligence think or learn to work accordingly.
Right.
Suppose I can say human robot working instead of me to learn, to behave and to respond to any sort of command that we give them. That's what we can say in general, that is AI.
Right, right. So how is AI being used in everyday life?
Yeah, as Arpita has already said, like AI is something which is, it is artificially intelligent, that is, it is intelligent in itself.
Yeah.
Initially, when we had computers, they were not so-called intelligent. The scientists had to program them, they had to write the codes to make them, do something, any kind of work. But nowadays, we have these artificially intelligent, they are actually intelligent systems or devices which can do certain works on their own. For example, like in our daily lives, we often use Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant, even we use Google Maps to reach here.
Yeah.
So smart watches we are wearing. So all these things they are actually AI devices, and it's almost everywhere. We have chat GPTs where we want to know something, so we quickly type and it gives us the result within a few seconds.
Yes.
And voice assistance, yes, of course. We have smart devices like we have smart washing machines, we have smart lights. So AI is almost everywhere.
Our homes have become so smart.
Our homes have become smart.
In fact, even our vehicles.
Yes, exactly.
We have smart vehicles.
Autonomous driving vehicles.
And in the traffic rules also, ma'am. We have traffic rules which is smartly devised for any physically challenged person.
Yes, the stop button that we use and all of those stuff. Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of our viewers would want to know how is AI, influencing the job market. That is something really, I'm sure,
interesting thing. Like AI for any developing countries or even for a developed countries, it is a cutting edge technology, we can say AI. And so far we know that data which we generate, which any human being working either physically or internet, anywhere data are generated, we can say is the new oil for any country to develop. So there is around 3,000 and something billion trillions of data which is generated every day. Why to waste that? We can train ourselves, even our students, even any of the person working on this domain can be trained so that that data can be used to utilize it for any things. Like we can upskill ourselves, we can reskill our knowledge to use that data in a very useful manner. And that way our job responsibilities will enhance for the better generations and for a good future, right?
Yes, so AI helping us prepare better for the job market.
Exactly, better.
The changing
technology is actually helping us to evolve ourselves. What we are, what we are and what we will be. It's enhancing us in every domain, every sector we are. Starting from the early morning to the late nights.
Of course, I would like to hear from both of you. There's a lot of concern about AI if it's going to challenge us humans, replace us. That's a very hot debate.
That is something just came to my mind right now that calculator. Just imagine a calculator. Okay, so initially maybe before, I don't know exactly when was calculator discovered or it was built, but maybe initially when it came for the first time, maybe people were scared. But what is it? I can do 10 plus 10.
Yeah,
exactly.
To add that, I can say that computers.
Even,
first generation, second generation, it's coming.
Not only the calculating devices, even somewhere I saw that in early 1900s or 1890s and all that, when electricity came, okay, so they were very scared.
Yes.
Why? What is the need of electricity? What is the need of any device at all?
Right,
so that is a general thing that as a human being we feel that concern. But of course, as computers also did not replace us. Even with the use of computers, the job scenario has increased, it has improved, and we need everywhere, we need people who know how to operate computers.
Yes, while we need technology, we also need the human resource, the manpower to operate those
So AI, of course, AI, I don't think we should say that AI will replace or AI is posing any threat to us right now. But yes, as human beings, we have to be careful enough to handle it, how to do it.
And also, in fact, while we are talking about all of these things, AI is in fact being used to do anchoring also. So it looks like,
And some, that is a news that AI has been used for anchoring.
Yes.
Even for teaching, okay. So I was very scared. Like, what if I am replaced by a robot and who was going instead of me? But then that human touch will not be there with the robots and everything.
Emotion which a human being has while you are taking, like you are delivering a talk. As a human being, we have emotions.
We won't like another robot to sit here and talk with us.
True that.
The physical touch and the emotional which a human being have, that will be missing.
Yes.
That will be missing.
Therefore, of course. So let's get back to the conversation again.
Yes.
So, what about the ethical part of it? The ethical considerations as far as the application of AI?
Like as Arpita was saying that trillions of bytes of data is being generated every time. Like we are not aware also. For example, we use Google search so often. So whenever we key in some word, so that data is getting stored. So if someone said also, it's a quote, that data is the new oil. Whichever country, whichever company has more the data they have larger control. So there comes the question of ethical considerations also. So it is up to human beings only how much we are using it, particularly in the field of medical sciences where AI is used. So the data should be kept private and it should be handled carefully.
To add on, we can say that like banking system, that is very much secure in terms if we're using something artificial intelligence. We have credit cards, we have passwords, which we log in every time to a system. The passwords should be secured enough. That things comes under ethical. So whenever we are using any system which is artificially intelligence, where we are using, we should be very much concerned with all this system security whichever we are using. So along with artificial intelligence, there are certain other domains which are emerging with the rise of AI.
And
there should be a human being who should be there to supervise.
Because now that we are talking about our credit cards and the entire digital banking system, which almost each one of us are using these days, a lot of security concerns are still there, and rightly so, because we hear a lot of frauds happening, a lot of hacking takes place. How does AI come in here?
There actually, AI in fact helps us. It can help us to reduce or to reduce this kind of hackings. For example, this credit card safety. So AI tools are there. They are already working. They are there whenever, so they use data science and data engineering algorithms. Whenever there is a mismatch, suppose you are using a credit card, there is a certain pattern which we follow as human beings. So we suddenly don't do something which is very different from our usual pattern. That is our usual way. So there are algorithms, devices, softwares which can detect this sudden change in the usage pattern, and then that way we can, there are ways in which we can reduce or we can minimize the threats.
That's why it is like human trained machine, where we human beings train, and that's why when there is an attack or when there is a fraud happening in our credit card, that was being trained by us. So it can detect it, and that's what ma'am told, algorithms are there which it can be detected.
Okay, okay, all right. So what about the healthcare space, role of AI in healthcare? I'm sure there also a lot must have already happened.
Yes, yes. In healthcare, like AI is particularly used for preliminary diagnosis.
Okay.
Where ultimately AI will not replace, or robots will not replace the human doctors, but then the preliminary things, the basic things. Since these devices and these systems are much faster, they process more data much faster than human beings.
Yeah.
So the routine tasks, the basic preliminary tasks, particularly like for example, say someone, I want to detect whether a person is having brain tumor or not. So the images, when they are fed to these devices, the processing is much faster than as compared to a human being. So their AI is being used. And finally, it is the doctor who will be deciding on the treatment and everything, but the basic first few steps.
Right.
Then we have robots performing surgery. It's already there in Guwahati also, I heard.
Yes.
Then we have like personalized medicines. For example, we know that each of us have our own bodily requirements and our own, and certain type of medicines don't suit everyone. So with AI, suppose we will have eventually. So we will have a system which will know your requirements, my requirements. Maybe both of us are having, God forbid, fever, but then we may not need the same dosage of paracetamol.
Right. Yes.
So this personalized medicine is another area where AI is working right now, and there are chances that it will emerge also.
Okay, all right. We'll go for a short, quick break, but once we come back, I would like to hear from both of you, the whole if there are any limitations as far as AI technologies are concerned, and also for all those people, all those young minds who would want to study AI as a subject, what are the opportunities and options available? But we will take a quick break here. Please do not go anywhere. We will be back on the other side. Welcome back. We are in the middle of a very interesting conversation regarding artificial intelligence. Now, Nabhanita and Arpita would want to hear from you if there are any limitations as far as AI technologies are concerned.
Limitation wise, we can say that the person who trained it, if the person himself is lacking behind in some sort.
Yeah.
So we are in that stage that we call it a repeated learning. Like as a child, we learn, we develop certain characteristics. With the growing age, we come up with new ideas. We behave, or we try to change our ideas, or we change our behavior. Same way, once we train a model, or once we train a machine or a system, it's evolving. The limitation, we as a human being should consider it, what are the limitation, and if we want to change it, we want to modify it, we will train it accordingly so that it make enhancement.
Right.
That's the only limitation which we can say that it's mimicking a human being. Or else the limitations other than that, it cannot replace a human being.
Right.
That's the one only limitation I can say.
Yes.
Only one limitation that a human being cannot be vanished from this universes. So the human beings are there, and that's the only limitation, that a system cannot replace a human being. That's
all right. Talking about AI, of course, urban areas, we all know how things are happening. What about the villages? What about the rural part?
Concern about the rural places, villages, the things that is lacking in our system or that is lacking in a village is the awareness. The people have the facility. Nowadays, a smartphone is being used by a farmer also, because we have the device called Smart Agricultural App. The agricultural system is enhancing and it has been developed. But the thing is that the correct awareness among the people, whether to use it in an ethical way, what ethics is there, right?
Yes.
Whether to use it in an ethical way, whether to use it in a way that will help him in any other work for which he is using the system, for which he is using the AI trained model.
Right.
So the thing is that there is certain things we should have a problem statement and how we solved it. I can say a bridge to understand the divide rules, that whether it is designed for a real person or for an urban area. Irrespective of that, we are designing artificial intelligence system for all community, irrespective of culture, language, area, reason, anything. It should be used by everyone, and for that like media, academicians, expert, everything should come together for awareness program.
Right.
That will be helpful, I think.
To create that awareness, how exactly, and people should not be scared of AI.
Exactly. Not
so
true.
exactly how it can be used for our own benefits.
Yes.
So we all can come together and we can work on that.
Yes, absolutely. Now, what about how is AI being used in classroom situations? What are some of the experiences there? What is happening there?
In our university actually we have artificial intelligence in the curriculum, and as per the National Education Policy 2020 also we have the digital literacy. So digital literacy is for the students who don't belong to computer science background, so they will know the basic.
It can be for any
computers.
diploma level student, whether it is from forensic science, whether it is from radiology,
Anyone else who don't study computer science.
It is for
And
all.
then for computer science and computer engineering, computer application students, we have AI specializations, like we teach deep learning, data science, data engineering, machine learning. So they can choose their specializations, computer vision, data analytics. So we have all those specializations where they study in their final year or pre-final year. And
to add that, even for a non-CSE branch like engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, so we have provided the minor and major elective.
Okay.
So being for not an engineering CSE background, a civil engineering person can opt for a minor elective, which can be AI, which can be machine learning, which can be data science. Yes, nowadays anyone can do the research work in both the fields. Like whether I am from a civil engineering doesn't matter. I can merge up my projects in both the way. We can have a project, civil engineering connected with AI.
it's collaborative,
Collaborative
kind of
research.
learning. So that also our university encourages.
All right. So that also answers my query. If somebody wants to pursue AI as a subject, then where to go and what are the opportunities?
We like in our university, we have introduced this curriculum for 2023 onwards. Basically, it has been changed.
Right.
Like from very first semester, like there is a subject called AI, also plus the programming side. Python programming, which is also a trend. So if a person knows AI and he wants to do certain things in practically, Python programming is being given to them in the third SEM. Plus, it is given to civil engineering student also, Python programming. We have other subjects like foundation of data science, data analytics, predictive analysis, and then we have deep learning, machine learning. All these subjects are being incorporated, looking into their curriculum so that in which semester, after reading which subject, it will be helping them.
Right.
At the end of the 4 years, a person who has done a project, that will be really helpful for him to grow.
So when they do the project, actually they will combine, they are supposed to combine all the knowledge, whatever they have learned. So we design the projects in that way, that they combine, and then eventually they get a overall idea of the entire, because AI is a broad subject, so it has many sub-disciplines. So overall they get an entire idea of everything.
Okay, all right. So can you describe or maybe share any of the ongoing AI research projects at your university and their potential impacts also?
Yes, some of the ongoing projects are like, there is one project, it's called Gamosa project, where we have the students and the teachers have collaboratively, they have worked on that, where we have the handloom Gamosa. So there is a device which can find out whether what is the authenticity of that. And we worked on the colored gamosas also, not only the
black and red,
red
white
and white and red one.
Red, only the red patterns.
That is
will
there.
be color one.
Right.
Then there is another, there are some grants given by the university for the teachers and students also, where we work on certain projects, like there is one project where I am working on that. So it's like detection of certain disease, PCOD, polycystic ovary syndrome. So with the help of data science and machine learning, how to have an early detection so that we can help in detection and we can help the doctors in further, treatment, so that the treatment begins early. So this kind of projects are
grants
there.
are given so that we can work simultaneously. You can involve our students to work on it, and they also get motivated when you have certain things which is live. And then you give it to the students, irrespective of pen and paper. They are doing something which is giving them more interest.
Hands-on. So we always try to have
them
learn hands-on. So that that helps to know the subject better.
Better, yes, of course. Now, how is your university preparing students for AI's impact on the future job market?
For that, we would like to add both of us.
Sure.
Like
Yes.
we have this year 2 courses introduced. One is BTech in CSC in collaboration with TCS, and BTech in CSC in collaboration with IBM. That is only BTech in CSC. We have BCA, we have MCA plus BBA. Yeah.
So they are in collaboration with IBM.
IBM.
So TCS and IBM, what they have done is very recently actually this MOU and everything was signed.
IBM was on last week.
Last week only,
last
and
week.
last to last week it was TCS.
Yes.
So what happens will be that BTech in TCS, they will give the students direct opportunity to go there and work on maybe in the final year or so. So they will go to the industry and actually what is happening in the industry, what kind of software is needed. So that will AI and the entire computer science. So that will give them a hands-on experience, even with the IBM. And they have their own, some subjects also we have changed to keep on to have an idea about or to merge the current research, because otherwise it's a very evolving field. Computer science, particularly AI. So today it's something, tomorrow it's something else.
It can be different.
So that's why we have, our university has collaborated with these two, techno giants, we can say.
Absolutely, yes, IBM and TCS.
Yeah, the big words.
Yes, yes, true. So I'm sure besides this IBM and TCS collaborations happening, there must be other collaborations also with other universities or maybe external businesses or governments on AI projects?
With other government projects, till now nothing as such has been done. But yes, with other universities there are always collaborations. We always also have collaborated with some external international universities which are outside India. So then faculties come and they teach, or sometimes they teach online also. And our students also get an opportunity to go and visit. So those kind of collaborations are there, yes.
Right, right. And finally, before we conclude, how the role of AI in human lives. I mean, I'm sure there must be a lot more that everybody
What do you think? You tell first.
I still have my concerns. I'm so glad. Of course, we know that humans cannot be replaced. But the way everywhere AI has, barged in,
yes,
whether we like it or not,
and it's changing our life in a very good way. It's changing ourselves to have a better world. How we adapt it, how we interact with the world.
This is just like the age-old question, is science. When we were children, there used to be a topic and we were asked to write essay on that topic. Is science a boon or a curse or something like that?
Yes.
So it's very similar. It is up to us actually. It is up to the human beings.
Do you also feel that, because we are still maybe, to a great extent, we are still at the initial stages, therefore we have a lot of concerns and worries how AI is going to change.
To answer it, ma'am, can we say that it is a word being given by in 1956. It's like 65 years long, 2024, and still it's emerging.
Right.
It's emerging. It will keep on emerging. Like we don't know when it will end, or there may be after some years. It may change and something else may replace
Another technology
Another technology may come, or something it will be like AI is merging up with something, or AI itself is vanished. We never know.
We don't know. Yeah.
Think about a positive note, like it will help us to have a better life.
When it started actually in 1950s by Alan Turing, so he wrote a paper, okay. So and he asked the first question, can machines think?
Okay.
So that time, maybe if I suddenly ask you, can this glass think? So people will laugh, like she has gone mad. So that time it was taken in that way only. But these days we have machine learning and we can say, yes, machine can think.
Yeah,
if thinking is in that way.
Remind you that you have certain work to be done right now. Like there can be a buzzer, like there can be an alarm that go and take your medicine. That's helping us. Yeah.
Not only like we use the face recognition systems in our mobiles.
Yes.
Everything.
So it recognizes our face, our facial expressions. And even there are, recently I heard about a robot. It works at homes, okay. So it's a very cute kind of robot, not in India, in some other country. So whenever the person, suppose you have that robot, and whenever you are angry or you are not very happy, so it will understand, seeing your face, and it will not come near you. It's like a small child, so it will go, like it will do something else.
It can be robot friend. He's a friend who is with us every time, like whether we're happy, sad, whatever we need,
Right.
talk
So
with
the
us.
way it has
All
learned,
right.
it is
Yes.
just like a human being, nothing
Sure.
else. We also have learnt in that way.
All right. On that very happy and positive note, and I hope both our professors, our guests here on EduTalk, has been able to address a lot of queries that many of you might have as far as artificial intelligence or AI is concerned. Thank you so much. Thank you, professors, for being on
Thank you.
EduTalk.
Thank you so
and
much.
thank you for watching.